Hey, welcome to Cosmo's Quarantine Cooking. Today, we're going to make some New York City style bagels. See, growing up in the New York City area, bagels are an easy find. Crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Whatever toppings you want, sesame, salt, or the exalted everything bagel, my favorite. Unfortunately, having now lived in Chicago for the past 15 years or so, I can attest that there are really no good places here to get a bagel. Don't even get me started on the pizza. So, my answer, start making your own. And of course, now that all of us are hunkered down to the zombie apocalypse, thought I'd share a little how-to. These things are a lot easier than you think. But first, a little bagel humor. What kind of bagel can fly? A plain bagel. Okay, but really, this recipe comes from King Arthur Flour, a phenomenal flour manufacturer. They have a great website. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom. I highly recommend their high gluten bread flour for this recipe. Gluten is really important here. Sorry for all you gluten-free peeps out there, but without it, you won't have that good chew that's important for a New York City bagel. So let's get your ingredients together. Really, it's pretty simple. Here's what you need. You need 1 tablespoon of instant yeast, 4 cups of unbleached bread flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, a tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1 1/3 cups of lukewarm water. Now, if you have a stand mixer, this will make the whole thing a lot easier on your arms, but if you haven't been out of the house in a while, you missed the gym, please feel free to knead this by hand. I don't recommend it, so good luck with that. Need 10 minutes in the stand mixer and about 15 to 20 if you're a glutton for punishment and want to do this by hand. Let it rest for an hour or two, and then we'll move on to our next step. All right, so let's get going on this. Got my handy bucket of flour. Got my cup scoop. Got a knife for leveling, and I've got my stand mixer bowl. So, 4 cups of flour. It's very important that you level off your flour. I know a lot of people like to weigh their flour, but for this recipe, I just think 4 cups of bread flour is pretty good. I don't think you really need to weigh it, especially if you don't have a scale. All right, 4 cups of bread flour. Let's get rid of our bucket. Tablespoon brown sugar. Get it packed in there. We got 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna go grab my yeast. Put it in the fridge here. Got a tablespoon of instant yeast. All right. Now what you do is throw that on the mixer, get that dough hook on there. Raise the bowl, mix that flour a little bit before you mix all those ingredients in before you put in the water. All right, so now I got my water. I'm gonna slowly pour it in. Get the flour to absorb all that in a timely manner here. Don't want to pour all your water in at once. And we'll just let that work in. So you get a nice dough that flops around the side of the bowl. All right, our 10 minutes are done. I'm going to stop the mixer. Take off my hook. And what you get really, look, is a nice little ball. Should be a little bit sticky, not too much. It can pull right off. Should be a little bit tacky in your hands, but that's about it. No need to work it. What I'll do is I got a dough bucket here. I'll just let it put it in the dough bucket, cover it up, put it on my counter, and let it rest for 1 to 2 hours. And we'll come back and make some bagels. All right, got a little over an hour. Got our dough from our little dough rising bucket. It's puffed up quite nice. We're going to take it out. Now, the recipe says anywhere between 8 to 12 bagels. Those are not New York bagels. I don't know who's making those tiny bagels. So I think you can get like 5 to 6 bagels out of this. This does help if you have a little kitchen scale, which I got here. Usually go with somewhere around like 6.5 ounces, maybe almost 7 per portion. Those make actually pretty big bagels. So if you like big bagels, that's the way to go. If not, maybe 5 ounces will be good. So I'll just portion out this dough. Again, somewhere in the neighborhood of 6.5 ounces. A little bit more here. There we go. And I have a sheet pan here, which just lined with some parchment paper, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom, because we're gonna have to let it rise a little bit more. So it's 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Split this in half. That's 6 1/4 and 7. So there, we made 5 bagels actually in this one. So what I do here is I get it into a little ball, put it on the sheet pan, and then we're going to let it rise again before we go and shape it into our bagel shape. Just really just punching a hole through it. Okay, my last one here. And the key here is to cover them with a damp paper towel, just like so, so the dough does not form a skin on it from the air. So again, just a damp paper towel works good. And I'm going to leave these for about a half an hour. While you're doing that, turn your oven on to 425 and let it warm up. See you in 30 minutes. All right, so the bagels are resting. Again, my oven is on 425, heating up. So about halfway through, fill up a big pot of water, grab brown sugar and regular granulated salt. And what we're going to do here is take 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. I'm going to put them in the water, and we're going to mix it up a little bit. Get sugar going, turn the boiler oven on high, and we will boil this water. So I think it's time for another little bit more bagel humor. Why did the bagel lose the election? He was part of a smear campaign. All right, I'll see you in about 5 minutes when this water is boiling. All right, our 30 minutes are up. My water is basically boiling, and my dough has puffed up. So now what I'm going to do is going to roll my sleeves up. Black was probably not the best choice to wear when you're working with flour, but this is the most important part of the process. So take your shape, and essentially what you're going to do is you are just going to punch a nice little hole in it, just like that, see? And that is our bagel. And we're going to take that and put it in the boiling water for about 30 seconds on each side. And I'll get the other one, actually sticking to my parchment. Punch a hole in it. Again, 30 seconds from each side. Figure 2 bagels at a time. Got my handy scooper. Makes it easier to flip them. So you flip them over after 30 seconds or so. Get the other side. Put this one in here. Could probably fit 3. And we continue doing that until they're basically all been boiled. This is what's going to give it its nice crispy outer skin, while the inside's going to be soft and chewy. Okay, you can take them out and put them back on your sheet pan until we are ready to bake, which will be in a minute. Turn this one over, here we go. You get my last 2. Now that the bagels have been boiled, I'm going to go stick them in the oven for 15 minutes in the beginning. If I want to then take them out, I'll brush them with egg and put everything spice on it. If not, if you just want to make plain bagels, you let them cook for anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes until they're brown and they look done. All right, I'm going to open my oven, Just gonna put, there's my baking steel. I'm just gonna take these out. Nice little sizzle and get that moisture out. Don't worry if they're not shaped very good. They're bagels. They'll still taste fine. This one, yep, there we go. Alright. So again, since we're making everything bagels, we'll come back in 15 minutes. Alright, so while we're waiting for those 15 minutes for the bagels to cook off, I'm going to take an egg and a little bowl here. Just crack my egg in the bowl. Egg in my hand. And I have a brush, and we're just going to mix up the egg with the brush. Like so. I have another bagel joke for you. You want to hear it? What does a bagel call his grandfather? Poppy. Okay. Got that done. And we have set up my everything bagel. Let's see if we can get that in focus. There we go. My everything bagel seasoning, bought from Costco. So while this everything seasoning does have salt in it, I actually like to add a little bit more. Bagels and salt is the best. All right, so about 15 minutes has passed. Careful, they are hot. You can see they start to brown a little bit, but not fully yet. Puffed up nicely. We'll close the oven. Here I have my egg wash. Grab my salt. And just spread the egg wash on top. Probably do about 2 bagels at a time. You don't want the, because it's warm, you don't want the egg wash to dry out. A little everything seasoning here. Don't be afraid to pour it on. Alright, a little salt, a little extra salt, and there we go. And we'll finish off the rest of these and put them back in the oven for anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes until they look done. And there should be a good dark brown when they're done. Here, we'll do 3. There we go. Put my seasoning on. Don't worry if it gets all over the place. You can clean it up later. And I said a little more salt because who doesn't like salt? Alright, back in the oven. Alright, so it's been about 7 minutes. I'm actually going to go and pull the bagels out and put them on a cooling rack. Once again, be careful because these suckers are hot. 3, we got 2 more. Here we go. And there we go. That's it. Making New York City style bagels in Chicago. Happy quarantine cooking, everybody. Alright, since you asked for it, I'll leave you with one last bagel joke. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? Because if they did, they'd be bagels!